A recent Antarctic study has brought to light a critical tipping point that could trigger runaway melting of the continent's ice sheets. This research holds profound implications for global sea levels and climate change, highlighting a precarious threshold beyond which the stability of Antarctic ice is jeopardized. The importance of Antarctic ice sheets. Antarctica's ice sheets are vast and hold about 60% of the world's fresh water. If these ice sheets were to melt completely, global sea levels could rise by nearly 60 meters, 200 feet, inundating coastal cities and drastically altering global coastlines. Therefore, understanding the dynamics of these ice sheets is crucial for predicting future sea level rise and preparing for the impacts of climate change. The concept of a tipping point. A tipping point in the context of climate science refers to a threshold beyond which a system experiences a significant and often irreversible change. For Antarctic ice sheets, crossing such a tipping point could mean the transition from a state of relative stability to one of rapid and uncontrollable melting. The study's findings. The study, published in a prominent scientific journal, utilized advanced climate models and data from satellite observations to investigate the conditions under which the Antarctic ice sheets could reach this tipping point. The researchers focused on two key ice sheets: the West Antarctic ice sheet and the East Antarctic ice sheet. West Antarctic ice sheet. The West Antarctic ice sheet is particularly vulnerable due to its grounding line, where the ice meets the ocean bed, being situated below sea level. This makes it susceptible to warming ocean waters that can erode the ice from beneath. The study found that if global temperatures rise by more than 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, the West Antarctic ice sheet could reach a tipping point, leading to rapid ice loss and significant sea level rise. This could potentially add several meters to global sea levels over a few centuries. East Antarctic ice sheet. The East Antarctic ice sheet is larger and more stable than the West Antarctic ice sheet, but still contains regions that are vulnerable to warming. The study indicated that even the East Antarctic ice sheet could be destabilized if temperatures rise significantly. Specifically, the Wilkes Basin in East Antarctica, which holds a large volume of ice, could be at risk. If the ice in this region begins to melt, it could lead to a chain reaction, causing further ice loss and contributing to sea level rise. Mechanisms of ice sheet melting. The study identified several mechanisms that could drive the Antarctic ice sheets past their tipping points. Ice albedo feedback. As ice melts, it exposes darker ocean or land surfaces that absorb more sunlight, leading to further warming and more ice melt. This self-reinforcing feedback loop can accelerate the melting process. Marine ice sheet. Instability. This occurs when the grounding line of an ice sheet retreats into deeper water. As the ice becomes buoyant and detaches from the bedrock, it can lead to rapid ice flow and increased melting. Subglacial melting. Warmer ocean waters can infiltrate beneath the ice sheets, causing melting from below. This is particularly concerning for the West Antarctic ice sheet, where much of the ice is grounded below sea level. Implications for global sea levels. The potential tipping points identified in the study suggest that even moderate increases in global temperatures could lead to substantial and possibly irreversible sea level rise. If the West Antarctic ice sheet were to collapse, it could contribute up to 3.3 meters, 10.8 feet, to global sea levels. The East Antarctic ice sheet, while less vulnerable, still poses a significant threat if critical regions like the Wilkes Basin are destabilized. Policy and mitigation. The study underscores the urgent need for aggressive climate action to limit global warming. Adhering to the Paris Agreement's goal of keeping global temperature rise well below 2 degrees Celsius is crucial. Mitigation efforts must include reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and enhancing carbon sequestration methods. Adaptation strategies. In addition to mitigation, adaptation strategies are essential to cope with the potential impacts of sea level rise. Coastal cities and communities will need to invest in infrastructure to protect against flooding, such as seawalls, flood barriers, and improved drainage systems. Strategic urban planning will be necessary to manage population displacement and ensure sustainable development. The Antarctic study's revelation of a tipping point for runaway ice sheet melting is a stark warning about the fragility of our planet's climate system. It highlights the critical importance of immediate and sustained action to mitigate climate change and adapt to its inevitable impacts. The stability of the Antarctic ice sheets is not just a regional issue, but a global one, with far-reaching consequences for millions of people living in coastal areas around the world. Understanding and addressing these tipping points is essential for safeguarding our future. Thanks for watching Jicky Facts. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing facts. See you in the next video.